And I think we're going live, and I think we are live now. All right, you're live. Miss Goldie Robinson, thank you for being the first one in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Shout out to whatever your job description is. Shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. And again, shout out to Miss Goldie Robinson. And thank you for being the first one in this morning. I don't know what's going on with the notification. Usually by the time I'm done saying shout out to, then people will be here, but nobody is here. But they'll be here shortly, I'm absolutely sure. So we'll carry on. All right. So as everybody know, right, last week we were kind of spotty with our live. I don't know if you missed yesterday's live. I felt like I owed it to the audience to go live yesterday because the hot topic that's burning up right now is whether Vibes Cartel will be free or not. We're not going to be talking about any Vibes Cartel this morning. We have a completely different lineup this morning, but yesterday was very interesting and very entertaining. So shout out to the people who tuned in yesterday when we went live yesterday. I'm feeling highly motivated. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling healthy. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling all these good feelings because I just left Jamaica. I just left Jamaica. And I always tell people this is one of our topics this morning, by the way. It's reasons to return to Jamaica and reasons to be afraid. Because I realize that I have a lot of people who are afraid to return. And my goal is to actually encourage as many people as I can to return to Jamaica. Right? Asarin Odetta is in the building this morning. Sean Cassell is here. Audrey Wright in the building with us this morning. If the sound leaves, please tell me if the sound cut out or anything. While we were in Jamaica, if you notice the two times we tried to go live, we went live for like 5 minutes one time, and then I think we got away with like 15 minutes another time, and then the sound cut out. I don't know if it's something I was doing or if it was just the location I was in, but if we cut out of sound today, then please let me know. Right? All right. So, reasons to return and reasons to be afraid. We're going to talk about that this morning. This morning, we're also going to talk about two Jamaican men who got killed recently in Canada, and they leave behind 17 children between them. Two Jamaican men, 17 children. Why? And then we're going to talk about the automatic draft sign up for the U.S. military service. A lot of people are panicking, especially those between the ages of 18 and 26. They're like, sign up, draft. Where's this coming from? And it's an automatic. It's not like it was before. You decide if you want to sign up for selective services or not. We could start out with let's start out with the reasons to return, reason to be afraid. Reasons to return, reasons to be afraid. Fresh out of Jamaica. I don't stay away from Jamaica too long. I make sure that I go at least once a year. This time I was pushing the limit because it had reached the year mark the last time I was there to the time I went now. So I was itching to go. I kept saying it to you guys anyways that I'm feeling like I'm itching to return. Itching to return. People always ask me, SouFlo, why don't you go to other Caribbean islands? How come you always just go to Jamaica? Every time you go back, you go to Jamaica. And it's because there's this vibe in Jamaica that I can't describe. And maybe I'm being biased, but it's nostalgic for me. Cause, like for instance, this time I went, and you'll see the vlogs, because I did a lot of vlogs. So you're gonna get a lot of footage. Just bear with the footage. I'll try to make them compact so they're not too long, so you have time to watch them and move on to our next video. Because I noticed that a lot of people have short attention span. But I went back to my childhood home in Jamaica. It was weird being there this time without the matriarch and the patriarch of our family. My grandmother passed away. We laid my grandmother to rest a year before, and then my grandfather we laid to rest last year. So going back to the house, this was the first time returning to that house with none of them in that house, and it was weird. It was weird. And me do my regular thing. I went down to the graveside because we have our own family burial plot. So we yeah, we're one of them people that were bury with people them on our own land, right? They don't do that in the US, do they? I think some people do. But anyways, we have our own family burial plot. So I know where my people are buried. I know where my ancestors are buried, kind of thing. I know where the bones are, right? Um, and I go there with my bottle of rum and I do my little ritual and appease the ancestors and let them know I'm home, I'm here, and I'm proud of them and the way they lived and the path they blazed for me and what they have left behind for me to build on and all these other kind of things. It was a spiritual move. It was a spiritual move to a sense. Going back this trip, it's the first time. My grandmother usually cry, and I said this before. My grandmother is the only person that cries for me. I don't think I'll ever have anybody else in this life that will cry for me like my grandmother did. And my grandmother would be crying every time I show up. Even if I show up 4 times out of the year, she'll cry every time I show up. And she's crying. I'm just like, Grandma, don't cry. What happened? Why are you crying? And she said, it's tears of joy, baby. Every single time it's tears of joy. It's tears of joy, baby. I'm just happy to see you. I'm just glad to see that you're so big and strong and you're just doing well in life and you're looking good and healthy and everything. I'm like, there's nobody else that has that level of love for me, right? Put it that way, or expresses that level of love for me. Nobody in life, not even my own mother. My mom hug me still, kiss me up, love me, tell me she love me. She still don't express the kind of love or the level of love that my grandmother expressed. Going back to Jamaica too, it kind of like put things in perspective for me every time I go. It's like the people who raised me, they're dying one by one, or they're transcending them. We don't really use the word dying, right? Energy never dies, it multiplies, and we're energy. We're just inside of this vessel right here. When we escape this vessel, then we transcend. So, but to use layman terms, then they're dying. And they have a saying that says when the people who raised you start to die off, then you are next. Because that's just the natural order of things, right? The elders, them that raised you, they went, and then the people who raised them went, then it's their turn, then they go, and then it's your turn next, and you go. Not saying that I'm going to be going anytime soon, but a long life is still a short life. So it kind of put me in perspective like, yo, press gas. Yeah, live with no regrets. Yeah, step on it. All things you have in your mind that need to be accomplished, start doing them. That kind of stuff, I'm in a good place, man. I'm in a good place. I wish I could just share this good feeling with everybody this morning, yeah. Returning to Jamaica, seeing, feeling the culture, feeling. It starts as soon as you land at the airport. I met a couple of people who are on here. Slim Goody, I met a couple of people who are on social media, not social media, who are on our platforms, who follow us. Met them at the airport, met them out in the streets, met them, and it was all love. I get enough hail up, I get enough what you do here, and I get enough big up, and I get enough welcome home, and I get enough. I watched you last night, I know say Jamaica you did there, You talk about you gone traveling, and I said to myself, I bet says Jamaica I'm gone. And next thing I know, I'm bumping into you here. I met a lot of British people in Jamaica, all over the place, who was hailing me up. So I know we have quite a good size following in the UK. but they're in Jamaica as people who they have their papers. So they fly back to the UK. One of them said he's flying back to the UK to do a surgery. He gets all his medical stuff taken care of in the UK, but he has dual citizenship and he lives in Jamaica. He has a home property in Jamaica and all that. And next one said, yeah, he's been out here 6 months now, and it's just a lot of them, and it's a beautiful thing to see. You know what I mean? To see us coming home, kind of thing. Because for so long, a lot of us didn't want to go home. For so long, a lot of us were scared to go home, and still a lot of us are scared to go home. So here's the remedy for that. The remedy for that is don't stay away too long. If you stay away too long, you start to ingest a lot of media stuff because you're not there, you're not going. So you have to take second party information, and most of what you see is news, and news is sensationalized. Yes, some of it is true, but it's sensationalized to a point. Like right now, if I tell you there's a bloodbath in Hanover and 5 people were murdered in an 18-hour period, and 2 of them was a father and son couple, and then you had a casket maker and another one, which is a story that we actually are going to go through this morning. I'm setting up the pace for this, right? But I'm letting you know that if you stay away too long, you start to get afraid. You start to get afraid of your own people. You start to get afraid of your own period. You just start afraid. And I realized, I'm paying attention. I'm open. I'm paying attention in Jamaica. I realized that we're different to the degree where we have our special way of communication even, right? And if you stay away for too long, the communication, like the raw communication, it can be intimidating for people who stay away too long. Like when you use, I won't use the word refined when you drop overseas. When you're overseas, it's more like you're becoming assimilated into, say, American culture. You're used to people talking to you like this, right? And their words are rounded up, and their English is more mastered, and they are more poised in their delivery. And Jamaicans are not like that, right? Most of who is like that is when you go there, you're not going into a professional environment. You're out and about. You're out and about to enjoy Jamaica. You're telling yourself, I'm going home to be among the people them, catch a good vibes, go to the beach, sip a red stripe, get a fry fish and some bummy, maybe bun a little spliff, kind of thing like that. Listen to some good music and these kind of things and vibe with some people. And then you're intimidated. You're intimidated when you start hearing, hey, yo, my dog, what go on, my G? Yeah, brother, no say a word, man. You have say 40. Yeah. None of that, me I said, man. And it's sinking into you, and you're like, you're not hearing, hi, how are you doing? Yeah, yeah, so you got to go back. You got to submerge yourself back into culture and have to understand. So we move a certain kind of way, we speak a certain kind of way, customer service is a certain kind of way. I found myself being highly bothered by a lot of things, and I had to keep on reeling myself back in and keep telling myself, say, I'm not firing there, no SouFLo. Relax. It's not America. You're not in America. You're not overseas. So don't expect no service with a smile, and don't expect anybody to be patient and waiting on you. You came here on vacation. These people, this is their work. They're working. You know what I mean? Customer service is terrible from the airport right in. The lady at the airport who take your, when them take your paper and they're like, where you going to be staying, blah, blah, blah. Did you fill out this paperwork on the plane or, on the computer? Everything like that. Cause them change it. That little paper they used to give you if you have anything to declare, that's not given on the plane anymore. That's done by computer. Heads up for anybody who's about to go travel. So you don't end up like we did and having to step to the side and take a next. It took us another, probably 30 minutes to fill out all that stuff and get back in line and stuff. So best thing to do is do it online, and then you're good to go. But the lady that took the paperwork, she have her head down. She just looking down like this. We standing in front of her, and she's like, just stretch out her hand and look up. And I'm like, what? And she's like, give me all the passports, please. Just give me all the passports, please. And the first thing I thought was, yo, she must have had a fight with her man this morning or something. Just give me all the passports, please. Okay, where's the boarding? You have your boarding pass and stuff. Okay, keep these. All right, you fill out the paper. All right. This is what she did. She opened the passport and did like this. Right? There's Milani's passport. There's Makai passport. There's my passport. There's Shakira's passport. She did like this. Just flick a passport open. So we're all standing there. We don't know what she do. You're supposed to show the face of the person whose passport she's opening. The two children are small. They're under the counter. She can't see them from where she's sitting. So instead of she just open the passport and says, where is Milani? Or where is Makai? Or let me see this one. She just flicked the passport open. And just... So I'm like... Show her face. Okay, come Milani. Pick up Milani. She look. She said, okay. So now we know what she's trying to do, right? After the first one. So when she flicked Kai passport open now, we say, okay, Kai's right here. All right. And then she flicked the next one opening. That's you. That's you. She put all the passport back together and gave them to us like this. That's it. She didn't say you're finished. Good to go. Okay, go ahead. Welcome to Jamaica. Nothing. She just gather up all the passport, them, pass it back through the window and stared. I said, okay, we good to go? She goes, yeah, man. I was like, what the hell? No instruction, no nothing. Matter of fact, when we first arrived, the person who was leading you into the line, she said, go over there, so. That's it. She waved like this and said, go over there, so. We ended up going over there, so, and going into the wrong section and the wrong line. We had to come back out, go fill out paperwork, do all kind of something. So I'm like, yo, customer service is terrible. It's terrible. But it's the way how they communicate. You understand? And honestly, it is what it is. I kept telling Shakira, I was like, you know what? If you let this bother you, if I let this bother me, as soon as we reach, you're just gonna be bothered the whole time you're there, because you'll have more people to deal with and more stuff to go through. You gotta go pick up your car. You have to go deal with the porters that's dealing with your bags. You have to go over to the rent-a-car company, go deal with other people. So just keep it neutral. All right, she have a body. I don't care. All right, I'm on to the next one. Okay, all right, bye. I'm on to the next one. Kind of thing. You have to just keep. So staying away too long will have you not knowing how to communicate the way how we communicate. And believe it or not, nobody is offended really who is there because them know say so we communicate with each other anyways. You know what I mean? It's us who stay away too long and we are coming with a foreign mind because we're used to being like, hey, where's your manager? I spend a lot of money here, you know. Why do you speak to me like that? Or is that how you greet your customers? You know, you never said thank you, you never said this, you never said that. I've been standing here for the last 5 minutes. You're staring at me. You're not giving me proper directions. Can I speak to your manager, please? We used to that in a foreign. And then them fire people. In Jamaica, that's not how it works. Yeah, you get a good tough face in the morning like this. A face that's yeah, what? And you gotta figure it out. Yeah. What? Yeah, me not have no jingle bells for you. Yeah, man. Come in, go on. Good to see you too. All right, next. That kind of thing. But big up to Jamaica, man. Miss it. Every minute of not being there, I miss it. And being there, I'm thinking, damn, I gotta leave in a few days. And leaving in a few days, you're on the plane, you're like, oh, I gotta get back, kind of thing. Them no have no manners, Audrey right. Them no have no brought up, see. It's true. But it's become the norm. And you don't have nobody to complain to. Because if you say, let me see your manager, please, or let me speak to your manager, please, manager come with worse attitude than the person who you call the manager on. So I just saw the thing go. and you just gotta, deal with it. Crystal G says there was no notification this morning. We know, Crystal G. I don't know if the algorithms for us are messed up, so they stopped sending out the morning thoughts. Somebody said, I thought you gave up on your show and abandoned it. All the work we put in to build this, gave up on and abandoned. The first time we did morning thoughts, we had about 15 people on it. No, a lie. We had about 7 people on it. And then we had 15. And then it went to 30 and 40. And we built this from scratch. So no, we never gave up on this. But they're probably trying to okay, they're back on again. We need to start sending out. No notifications went out this morning. I could tell. They only do that with their own. They don't treat visitors like that, Audrey Wright says. I want to give you an example. Jesus Christ. First of all, let me say big up to Westmoreland. And I'm hey, listen, if you ever in Jamaica, right, please make it a point to go to, you owe yourself this. I swear, you owe yourself this. Make it a point to go to the parish of Westmoreland. There are, on 2 ends of it, they have what's called border. And I'm discovering this trip that is border is not just one place. The St. Elizabeth Westmoreland line border, and then you have another border on the other end, which I think you're coming in from like Montego Bay area, crossing over into Westmoreland border. They sell food at both borders. One of them, this new border I discovered has a jerk center border. There's a soup. It's a cow skin red pea soup with chicken foot in it. Oh my God. And then they also do jerk chicken, jerk pork, it's a jerk center, all that other stuff. All the stuff is done right there in front of you, cook in front of you. I went to the Westmoreland, Dorothy T, I went to the Westmoreland, the other side of border, not the side coming in from Mobile, the side coming in from St. Elizabeth side. I went to that border for the fish and the bami. Y'all will see the vlogs because Shakira, she pack up. She always do this though. She pack up. I think we were overweight coming back $450, 450 US dollars overweight coming back. The the young lady at the desk, right? The sister at the desk in Jamaica, she was like, "Boy, you know, say you're overweight." I say, "Yeah, man, all of the suitcase them overweight because we have 3 big suitcases, right?" She said, "I say all of the suitcase them overweight." She said, "All of them?" I say, "Yes." She said, "You know, say $150 a piece, right? Plus, if that 1 year more overweight, it can be more. I know one steady flat fee." I say, "Yeah, man, we prepare for it." Lift up the first suitcase, put it on there. I say, hey, that's about 20, 30 pounds overweight. She said 48. 48 pounds overweight. Another one, she said 50 something pounds overweight. At the end of the day, right, they wrote up the thing and she was like, I hate to charge you so much money. I never charge nobody this much yet, for overweight, because people always like adjust their bags and fix them stuff because nobody don't really want to pay an overweight fee. But me, I'm just trying to get home. This is actually a part of my trip. I plan for this part of my trip. Anytime I go with Shakira, she want to pick up everything. She want to bring back everything from Jamaica. So while I'm complaining about it, she's like, yeah, but you're not going to complain when you reach home and you yam up and drink up everything though. And I say, you know what? You got a point because I'm not. So all the aki you can find, all the bami you can find, all the... So she packed it up. Okay? Wireless. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, brother. Where you going?
Morning, family. Me there, I kind of talk about come back from yard just now and these kind of things.
Happy belated Father's Day that I first do.
Manners and respect. Same to you, King.
Fresh off of the rock, eh?
Yes, I am. Fresh off of the rock.
So yesterday I'm up on the walk out. I'm going about 12 hours yesterday. I'm up on the walk and see you live, but me get some busy start.
Seeing. And you missed the live yesterday.
Yeah, but I know I missed the life, but I love the money I me get. So
saying, yeah, priorities.
The sacrifice I have to make.
Priorities, yeah.
You see me?
See it.
But what I call for said to mention about tonight morning, I see. You say I think a while ago when I talk about down at Jamaica. With all the people them greet you when you just reach.
Right.
And it's like you basically I say, boy, I saw them communicate and whatnot. A part of me understand when you say I saw them communicate, but them in the business where them deal with people internationally.
Right.
That's the port.
Right.
So when you go there tell me, say, boy, I saw you go, me not agree with that. Then if you do better because they can do better.
Yeah, and a foreigner won't understand it, right? You're absolutely right.
A foreigner won't understand that, brother.
But check
and
it
not
out.
Only just that. Not just that.
Yeah.
All right, skip this a little bit and go into the hotel. When I go into the hotel and then see the Mr. White man them come and whatnot. You want to see them and laugh up and
but at that me I go tell you now.
Kiss their
yes, and at that me I go tell you now.
I said, but you not smile with your very own.
Right.
Like, yo, I'm glad to see you come back in our place. Welcome back, man, and Ray and whatnot. Yeah, give me like a Michael to come and work this morning.
Right.
And then you could think that people work because they have to work. If you don't want to work, don't come and work.
True.
You understand what I say? It's something. Okay. That's something I wake up and talk too loud.
I talk too loud. Daddy, hold it, dog.
Yeah, that man. To death,
oh God.
But
yeah.
Hold it, liquor.
Hold it, dog. Don't disturb the princess sleep. Yeah. Hey, I for them, you know. I thought about. Yeah, it's for them.
Anyway, all I say.
Yeah, man, but you're right. You're right, bro.
They should do better.
You're absolutely right.
Especially in the airport. From the janitor, bellman, right up to the head of the port authority. Then if communicate better. Like them work at an international port.
I agree.
Because that's what it is.
I agree.
You communicate with standard English. Jamaica teach English in a school of English. Our first language.
Yes, true.
You understand what I say?
True.
That's how we're supposed to communicate when we are dealing with people.
True.
Unless, all right. Me live America, yeah. Restaurant work leader. When the guests them come in front of me, I have to deal with everybody on a mutual level.
Right.
Only for Jamaican me get. Sometimes them pick up it, sometimes me pick up it. And me not switch it up until they say, oh, yeah, they. Right, then you know we go down tonight and give them one little piece. That's what you're supposed to do. Deal with everybody standard English.
True.
You understand what I say? Somebody come and give you a piece of lingua, you get deal with the lingua.
True.
You understand what I say? So we need to be professional, man, and they need to the customer service really shitty in Jamaica, and they need to step up that.
True. Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely true.
You know what I mean? But anyway, bless the person.
Manners and respect, my brother. Yeah, and don't hold it down, make a princess get her arrested. All right, my brother. Yeah, that's my daughter. She get, could you leave my room, please? I'm like, I mean, pay bills in there. You know, want no room in there. You know what? She got a point. I'm out. I'll get out of her room quick too and close the door. Coffee our room, you know. But yeah, he's absolutely right. Now, this is what I was gonna say. The place that I'm telling you to go get the food at, this is where I had the experience at. There was a lady there, and I went in there and I said, "Do you have any cranberry water?" Right, the cranberry water juice. By the way, them have a next one that is grape. Okay, that's something we discovered. There's a next one that is grape, and I think the grape one outdoes the cranberry one. But anyway, I'm going there and ask for some 2 juice, cold. Actually, I asked for a box juice because I was driving and I was telling Shakira, I tell wifey, say, yo, the box juice them remind me of when we used to go to school, right? And we used to do bulla and pear or bulla and cheese with a box juice. Something like that. I want one of them box juice there. When they come with a little piece of ice in them, they are so refreshing and they taste so different from the stuff up here. So I went in there, I saw the juice on the counter. So I asked her, I said, are those juice cold? And she said, all of the juice them cold. Just like that. She was like, all of the juice them cold. How would I know if the juice is cold? It's on the countertop and it's hot as hell outside. So, but she had them half frozen with a big block of ice inside of each one of them. But I didn't know that. I just seen them on the countertop. So I said, are those juices cold? She said, are the juice them cold? I said, all right, let me get a box juice, please. She said, you want box juice or you want orange juice in a box? I said, box juice is box juice, right? And then one them me a pine pan. She said, no, box juice and a box juice. Juice in a box different from orange juice. If you want the orange juice, them tell me say the orange juice you want, and me give you the orange juice. That's how the lady was dealing with me. So I was like, damn, she rough. They are dealing with me so coarse, mama. Like, me just said. Anyway, let me get two of those, please, or one of those, please. And as I was doing that, in comes a white man behind me. And as soon as the white man come in behind me, her whole demeanor changed. Everything. And this ain't the first time I've noticed this. So even at the airport, when they're like that to us, that's not how they are to other people that are coming in. The messed up thing is, they'll probably be like that to every black person that's coming in, automatically assuming that you're just a Jamaican, you'll come back, you know, and you're soon gone again, and you'll come back. So black Americans, if you listen to them, a lot of them give you the same thing. Like, yo, they treat us shitty in Jamaica until they realize that you're an American and you're not actually another Jamaican. I've heard a lot of those stories before. So a white man come in behind me now at the jerk center, and her whole demeanor changed. So I pay for my juice and I step aside, but I'm observing because I want to see. Big smile on her face. She was like, hi, how you doing? She greet the man from the man reach the door. Like, she'll reach around me to greet him. Like, hi, how you doing? And he's like, yeah, I'm all right. How you been? And she's like, you know, I'm here. Here I know with our big tough self. I'm here just looking for a boyfriend. I'm like, lady, first of all, that little white man, yeah, nothing about him not find you attractive. And I can tell already. Yeah? But you run boyfriend joke with him. And you couldn't run boyfriend joke with me. Me would have more like to find you attractive than him. Green card, which part? She maybe she could be like, I don't know. But no, she can't get no green card off of that demand. See? I'm here, you know, just looking for a boyfriend. Fling my change, give me. But take my change off, and then that's a pre. I'm like, and I was gonna say something. I was. But honestly, me know said the cussing would have start because she looked like one of them type there that will send you up road with some cussing. And true, me just reach. And my cussing thing never turn up yet. I'm not ready for that wave there. I was like, you know what? Let me just leave this and go. So I went outside and complained in the car to Shakira. I was like, yo, we need to do better. You know, she in there with a white man. If you see how she treat him and then how she treat me compared to how she treat him. So I'm in the car, I complain, my friend. I couldn't say it to her face though, but I really wanted to. I wanted to say, yo, how come you never give me the same reception like how you give him? Eh? Yeah, from the man reach the door, you reach around me to greet him. Hi, how you doing? But I'm in here looking, you know, I'm just looking for a boyfriend. And the man, what the man say? Him say, every time I come here, I see you. You must work really hard. You know, and he's vibing, like trying to follow her conversation kind of thing. But just come out and left it two of them in there. The man appear for him stuff and I leave too. But you could tell he just passing conversation. But she trying to make it look like this her longtime friend and regular customer who she's built some kind of relationship with over the years kind of thing. We feel the better for real. Yeah. And I even said to Shakira one time, I say, you know, at the airport especially, them people that move like them jealous or something. Like I'm sure some of them have them papers and can fly out when them feel like it or go live a foreign if them feel like it. So I don't know why they move like some of them move like them mad say you come back or them vex say you just land or them vex say you have so much suitcase and you're leaving and you'll be back again soon. And I don't know. It's that kind of vibe. But like I said to you though, listen to what I'm saying now. Because life is like this. Life is 90%, it's 10% what happens to you, right? 90% how you handle it. So because that is something that I cannot change, I tell people how to deal with it. And how you deal with it is you submerge yourself fully in it and you get back to Jamaica as much as possible. After a while, it's like, regular thing that on to the next and go about my business and it don't bother you. But if you're a person that come in every once in a blue moon and that's the reception you get, it's gonna bother the hell out of you. You're gonna want to be like, yo, can I talk to your manager? Why you feel screw up? Why I did, like I told y'all about the other trip when I went to go change the money at the airport. I'm stand up at the window and the girl was like, "You're changing money, sir?" Just like that, she was like, "You're changing money, sir?" I said, "Yeah, I have some money I need to change out." She said, "Okay, then put it under the window." No, hi, how you doing? No, nothing. Yeah, okay, then put it under the window. And every time she stare upon me like she want to fight me, like, no blink or nothing, you know? So, I put the money, before the money up like this, I push it under the window, she count out the money. She do her thing. And she'll do it aggressive and vex, you know? And she push back something under the window, give me and push back this and say sign that so and this, that, and she pushed something under the window. She didn't say sign. So me pick it up. And me I try to figure out if I'm a receipt or what is this. And she was like, you have to sign that. I said, oh, you can give me a pen, please? She pushed a pen under the window. Me sign it, put it back under the window now. I said, why you so, you know, your face like you look upset. She said, "Cause nothing there to smile about." Just like that. But so why your face looks so upset? You know? She said, "Cause nothing there to smile about." Me now, me happy me I come off on the plane. Me feel like no, I kiss the ground. My plane land safely. Yeah. You know, one time the plane catch turbulence in that area, I said, Jesus Christ, please make me land in a one piece. Right? Plane licky ground, yeah. I said, God Almighty, make the plane don't run off by runway, the runway wet. All kind of something. I'm afraid. When time the plane finally stopped, me happy me there. I mean, I say, yo, I'm just landed in Jamaica. It feels so good outside. I'm going through like ta-ta-da-ta-da, grab my bags. Nobody can make me sad. I'm buck up in a... I mean, so why your face look like that? Nothing there to smile about. So, okay, you have a good day. Give me money, me gone. And I'm out of there. But that's the reception. And I know she would have never said to a tourist, or forget tourists, because tourists come in all colors. She would have never said to a white man who just landed in the country, nothing they have to smile about. If he ever said, why your face look like that? You upset about something? She would have found another angle. I don't know. I was just having a bad day. Is it showing on my face? Okay, let me fix my face then. Or something, you know? But I'm never ask no aggressive way. I'm asking, trying to get the sister to realize her face is representing Jamaica as everybody is entering into Jamaica. Nothing they have to smile. Oh, she said nothing they have to smile about and cut her eye them for me. One long cut her too. Again, that was another one that I didn't feel like speaking any further with, because one thing is with Jamaican woman, you don't go back and forth with the argument something, because it would turn very ugly really quickly. And as a man, you can't really stand there and just, you know, go toe to toe with the argument thing with them. You're lucky trying to picking up your own money that you sent to yourself, and a scammer come inside the Western Union for an hour only to be told money run out. Oh, that happened to me. That happened to me when I was there. I was in Jamaica trying to send money across Jamaica to the other. I was in Montego Bay trying to send money to Clarendon. And I'm going there, in there, I wait a long time. The line long. And by the time we reach up front, me hear money done. That money done? What do you mean money done? Ain't no money. Same thing when I went to the ATM. ATM out of cash. What do you mean ATM out of cash? This is a bank ATM. So I have to drive, go, we are on our next part now. Go to the bank, directly to the bank. People lined up to do the ATM. By the time me get to the ATM there, ATM unable to dispense the amount that I need. So the bank manager, one of them, came over to me and he was like, "Are you having difficulties?" I say, "Yeah, I'm not getting my money." He was like, "Come over here." And them have an ATM behind one something like a makeshift wall that they put up. So he opened up the makeshift wall and told me go in there. Now everybody I look for me, like why him gone in there so in a special ATM. So as I'm in there putting in my stuff and getting my money out, right when it said to take your money and you hear the and it dispense the money, this man opened up the whole thing and move it from around me, and the whole line of everybody I watch me I take out the money. So now I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, that's Jamaica for you, man. You just gotta get used to the little things them that you don't experience overseas, else it's going to bother the hell out of you. Reasons to return and reasons to be afraid. That's what we're talking about this morning. For those of you who came in late, because obviously notifications never go out this morning, we're talking about reasons to return to Jamaica and reasons to be afraid. Right? There are reasons to be afraid. If you're down there and your family is mixed up in anything, you have reasons to be afraid. Other than that, Jamaica is a place like this. Nobody don't really business with you like this, right? And I'm learning this more and more. Nobody ain't really businessing with you like this. When you see things happening in Jamaica, usually I would say probably I would throw my money in a ring and say probably 95% of what happens is related to people relations. Like me and John kick off, we have war. I can't catch John, but me know which part him sister live. And because him do something to my mother, you know, me I frig up him sister when me catch her. Or one or picnic them I come from school. Or it's all interlocked like that, right? It's no random anybody messing with you kind of thing. Jamaica is truly, I don't know, the more I'm there is the more I see like not really to like my mom when I got back, my mom was like, Jesus Christ, me glad you come back, you know. Me pray, you know, me pray for your son. And the way how she said it just like this, me pray, you know, me pray for you. I was so worried. I said, Mommy, you worried about me in a Jamaica? She said, yes. I said, why? This was yesterday. I said, why? She said, because look how Jamaica still, you know. And of course, she's in the US. 5 people killed in Hanover in last 18 hours. These are the headlines she's seeing. And she's like, God Almighty, me pick me down there. Make sure, oh God, please. You know, she's worried. That's why I'm telling y'all, like, you got to keep going back. You got to go back as often as you can. You got to invest in it. You have to make your face be known. You have to pretty much find your tribe and put your tribe together kind of thing. And again, shout out to the people I'm from Westmoreland. Big up the White family. Big up Shakira family from Westmoreland. I feel super safe when I'm there. I can't explain it. I feel bad. I feel bad for the people them who don't have nobody. I feel bad for the people them who don't have no links to nothing and nobody, because that make you feel even more afraid. I understand the fear now more than anything. I told y'all before, I stayed away from Jamaica for like 2 years one time, right? And after the 2-year period, it felt like I was away for 10 years. And then when I went, I was so intimidated and afraid and shy. And I had to like pull myself out of it. I was, yo, you're there in your yard, yo. Go on out the door, brother. You lock up inside. I'm coming like, oh, I got to get back behind the grill. Lock the grill quick, please. Yeah. And I'm like, no, son, me not come here for that. You know? But that's because I was gone for, so I can imagine people who've been gone. Oh, SouFLo, I haven't been back to Jamaica since 1999. I haven't been back to Jamaica since 2006. We're in 2024. Jamaica is rapidly developing and rapidly changing. May I talk about everything rapidly developing and rapidly changing. So if you've been away for all 10 years and them thing there, you don't know Jamaica like that no more. You don't know Jamaica. You might take a left turn on a street where you thought was there and end up on a smooth highway going way over one next part of Jamaica. It's a whole different Jamaica, and constantly, rapidly developing. I must say this about Jamaica. I have videos that are coming that you will see, because when I speak politics, a lot of people are like, oh, a PMP, you say, and you just try endorse them for them win the election and all this. No, when I talk about stuff like the roads that I grew up on, this time, this trip, I made sure I went back to where I grew up and I drive the same road and I video the same road, and then I went to tourist area and drive them the road there and video those roads and the infrastructures and stuff. So you'll get to see how liar government is, right? Oh, they're fixing up infrastructure. They're fixing up infrastructure for tourism. They're fixing up infrastructure for areas that lead to their tourist areas. And that's a good thing, because when the people them fly in, they won't get a messed up perception of Jamaica. But are you fixing up Jamaica for Jamaicans that live in Jamaica? The road them that regular Jamaicans have to use every day. And the truth about that is no. I saw somebody post a picture yesterday, and a brother said, is this an AI generated picture of the roads, or is this an actual road? Or is this an actual road in Jamaica in 2024? And wait till you see my video. It's an actual road in Jamaica in 2024. And a matter of fact, a lot of the road them still like that in 2024, but it's not the tourist side. It's the side them where we come from. Yeah? That's the reality of Jamaica, but it's still nice. Yes, we encore. We're not taking nothing from Jamaica. Jamaica nice like what? I go through the market. I'm going through, me see a brother do soup. I'm like, me stand up there. By the time I stand up there, I get my soup. I'm getting greeted by British people that are Jamaican as well. And them start talk out them business to me and big me up and heal me up and thing. And then boom, the soup conversation, a woman come up having a conversation with the guy that's selling the soup, and the conversation gets inappropriate immediately, because you hear say God gave body to pum pum and you must find yourself a man. And I'm just trying to wait for my soup, and now me in this conversation here, right? It just different. It's a vibe, right? And at the same time, the soup, me ask the brother what kind of soup that. He might tell me say the cow skin chicken foot soup, which is my favorite kind of soup now. So one time him give away theme soup, you know, I felt so good being there. Me just left like $1,000 tip on top of the soup payment and thing and walk away. And I'm in the car and I'm telling wife, I say, yo, the vibes here are so different. The conversation up there so just turned inappropriate so quickly. And then we taste the soup, and the soup tastes like pot water. Yeah, it didn't taste good. But it's a young youth that's trying. And, you know, I give him the tip because I want to encourage him to keep trying kind of thing. We see him out there hustle with him like a stand on him soup. And, you know, and the soup was going fast. And the soup tasted like shite. that soup, I actually left that soup in the fridge at the place where we stayed. And the person that cleans that place will probably throw that soup away. We got that soup like the first day or two that we were there, and the last day we did it for 8 days. Last day we were there, that soup was still there. We never drink him soup because it tastes bad. I may say him probably need a woman in his life, right? Because if he had a wifey and wifey was cooking the soup, or she would have tasted it and should have been like, babes, this can't make it. This need little more something and something. You know, you have a Jamaican woman, she'll go tell you. But is a young youth, and he might try for himself. Yeah. So I don't know, just vibes, different vibe. But just want to know if you go Alice. No, me never go Alice. Me never go. We never go around them side there. I didn't even remember about Heroes Circle. I didn't even remember. I saw time move fast. Everybody forget that. Somebody should have reminded me, but then again, y'all didn't know I was going. A diet soup, low calories, batches. It tastes like, you know, when them boy like yam and banana and dasheen and them something there, the pot water that come off of that, that's exactly what the brother soup tastes like. But me couldn't tell him because me drive where we did something already. But if you're ever in Jamaica, man, this was our go-to spot, Westmoreland. Any end of and in between Westmoreland. Matter of fact, I say a man my last day I had pepper shrimps for sale. I say, how much are pepper shrimps them? Him say him have the $500 bag, him have the $1,000 bag. I said, let me see what the $1,000 bag them look like. Him shrimps them look good. And he told me the truth. Him give me the right answer. I said them spicy. Him said, boy, if I tell you the truth, you know, me kind of sure them spicy, you know, because I spice them proper, but me not too taste everything when me cook still because me and the pepper no have a good relationship like that. So me say, but the way how he had them package and them look nice and them shrimps them big. And I right there so in a middle quarters, a river back of them. I said, give me 5 of them. Give me 5 of the $1,000 one them. I carry the pepper shrimps them come up foreign. So yesterday I was eating pepper shrimps all day. And today I'm gonna be eating pepper shrimps all day because I don't want them stay in the fridge too long and then them start lose them taste and flavor and stuff. So I yam them as fast as I can. But I had to take like 5 one time. That's for sure. Yeah. But anywhere in Westmoreland for food, you're good to go. Remember me tell you this. Anywhere, and I'm from Clarendon. And Clarendon have good food. But Clarendon food not as good as the food in Westmoreland. I don't lie. I'm there a town more time. Portmore. Not as Portmore food is disappointing if you compare it to Westmoreland food. Right? We actually never got no more food from Portmore no more. We when we breeze through, we're like, me will wait. Let me go grab 2 juicy beef and I'll wait. Or I'll grab some KFC and I'll wait. But Westmoreland, any end of Westmoreland and in between, that's all. There for food. Remember, I told you this. And if you there, do yourself a favor, man. If you're there with your family, it's a dope thing to do. With your whole family, carry them go either border on the St. Elizabeth side or border upon the Mobile side of Westmoreland. That food they turn up. For real. Hot in, hot out. Murphy the point, Jamaica Kerr. The pepper. Me not reach that's yet. But my grandfather did say, because my grandfather, him eat Scotch bonnet whole. So he would have his food and he would eat. And then he would bite the Scotch bonnet. Crunch. Eat him food, bite the Scotch bonnet. Crunch. So I learned that from him. And I used to always want to do it. And I guess I started doing it. And over the years, I became immune to the heat. So now that's how I eat my food. Even my mother know. Like as me come, she give me like one. My mom gave me a big bag of callaloo. Me bring back fried fish for her, bami for her, a buckle of Campari for her, and all these other things. I never know it's a Campari nice when you mix it with orange juice. Me just figure that out. Or you can mix it with grapefruit juice. I didn't know that. So now I find something new for mix the Campari with. But I come back, she give me a big bunch of callaloo where somebody growing in them backyard here. And she had my soup, my pea soup ready. And she gave me also what me that talk about? But yeah, she give me a bunch of things when me come back as well. We exchange things at mom's house. Basically. Lies, nobody food good as Clarendon. It's only cause we don't have lots of seafood. No, Crystal G, me not lie. And I hate to say it too. Cause I'm a proud Clarendonian. I hate to say it. Clarendon, forgive me. I'm here to say it. But Westmoreland take the cake. When it comes to food, them take the cake. And not just seafood. There's a lady in Westmoreland named Auntie Cutie, which is a Shakira family, right? You see, every time I reach, the woman they have the way she fry the chicken, cause of course it fry outside, right, on wood fire. But she have a sauce what she mix that put on it, and she call it the boom sauce. So every time we reach, coconut rice and peas, fried chicken with boom sauce, I'm looking forward to it. And she have it ready every single time. Me no know, I not just seafood. Westmoreland just them food jerk, pork, jerk, chicken, you name it. I wish I could say Clarendon, because that's what I used to say. Till me go down to Westmoreland. And right now, this is what we say when we're driving around. Nothing outside of here. When we hit Westmoreland, we try to buy up all the food we can because anything outside of these borders, you're taking a risk. You might find something. I don't know. I was in St. Anne and a young lady and look like our little brother. They have a ital or a stand or something next to the gas station, and they sell what we get from them, roast yam and saltfish or something we get from them that tasted decent, but Finding food outside of that is hard. Maybe it's because I'm a Jamaican, and maybe it's because I myself know how to cook, and Shakira, she definitely know how to cook. So it's hard for us when we eat. We're not tourists, and this is our food actually. So we compare heavily. Maybe that's the case. But yeah, I wish I could have said Clarendon Wallet, but no, no. I know Clarendon, I Westmoreland. Grapefruit is where it is. They served me that at the bartender shows. I went to Jamaica and mix ting. Ting is grapefruit. I mix ting with a fruit punch. The half a gallon bottle them? The kids had already drank half of it. And I had a half a ting. And I poured the ting in it and put it in the fridge, and it kind of cool up a little bit, and I drink it. And I was like, damn, I invented something new. My belly said, I was like, yeah, but what's that? Why my belly I go on so? But it's something that tastes so good, so I drink half like half of it. I kid you not. Shite myself for 2 days straight. Like had to stay close to the bathroom for 2 days straight. One day we drive out, and we're going from St. Anne to Westmoreland. I'm gonna stop at a bank because I tried to use an ATM and pull out a certain amount of money, and the ATM pretended to give me money. That's the next thing to look out for. The ATM pretended to give me money, but it didn't. So I had to go find the bank that's responsible for the ATM. So I'm gonna step out of the car, right? This is probably TMI. And this is probably something, but for sure you how real me is, me not even care. Them things happen to people. Hey, Audrey right, a straight washout. Me shit up myself, brother. Me do up myself. Like, I thought it was a fart. In the army, we call it a shart. I thought it was a fart. So the fart I come out, I see me, I say, yo, a long time, me I hold a fart. I mean, I let it out. I let it out. Let me feel around the field, wetty. But me I drive. I'm a park. I mean, I come out of the vehicle now. When I come out of the vehicle, I feel my body, let's a slide, so. I said, blood fire, I shit up myself, star. I'm go, but I had all black, right? So me I look at me, I say, I hope nobody no see. Say, I shit up myself, because the way how it feel, the thing washed me out instantly, and it washed me out for 2 days. The way how me feel. So I'm going at the bank, I talk to the people, then I sort out the money situation, and then I came back out and I asked a security guard in the building. I said, they have a bathroom in here? He said, yeah, the bathroom upstairs. So I'm going to go second floor. Now I have Kai and Milani with me, right? Kai, everyone me go, Milani wants to go. Daddy, can I come? Can I come? And Kai too, sometime. So I have to lock the three away in our bathroom stall, turn the two of them to the wall. Well, I let Kai use the toilet first. Then turn the two of them to the wall. I said, do not look around. Do not look at me. Right? I'm going to pull down my pants. I'm going to pull down my pants full of shit. No lie. And I was like, yo, you're a grown man, brother. You shit up yourself out the road. God no. And my whole of my pants full of. And there's no toilet paper in there. So I have to pull up back the pants now. We're full of DD. And go next door. They have the toilet paper next door. And check it. They reel off two like this rotation. I don't know what you want to call it. And put them down. Two rotation, put them down. So you don't even get a full roll of toilet paper, right? You go in the room, the lady say, yeah, because them are waste the toilet paper over there, and some people are teeth and carrot go home. So the toilet paper there. So she reel off two rotation, pop it off, put it down. Two pop it off, put it down. So me go in there now, me take up like 6 of them. Me say, yo, me I gonna need as many as me can get. I go back over there, me I clean up myself, me I tell the picnic them still, don't look around here and turn your head to the wall. Do not look around. Because I don't want the kids them say, oh my God, daddy do up himself, right? Because it would never end, right? So me I wipe out, clean off the much, pad up myself with toilet paper. Because I feel nasty now that me know say it wasn't a fart. When I go back to the car, me look on the car seat I was sitting on, wet. Same car seat, wet. So I say rotted, I shit up myself and it gone all the way through to the car seat. So now I have to go sit down in this and drive more. So we found a towel. I got a towel and double up the towel and put it on the car seat. And we were going to Clarendon. From St. Anne to Clarendon where I go. So it's quite a drive. It's about 2 hours and change drive. Right? And me have to go on like that until me reach Clarendon and then me take off the clothes and sort out myself properly, get a shower and these things. But yeah, the thing washed me out and it was a bad it was a bad experience. I'm thinking it was just a fart, and it wasn't just a fart, it was a shite. But one thing I'll tell you is this: when I'm in the US, I use fiber every day. Because the diet that we have here, I don't take in enough fiber. When I'm in Jamaica, I don't use nothing. And I brought my fiber with me. And I used the fiber the first day I was there, and I never used it again. Because I never had a problem going to the toilet the whole time I was there. And when I'm there in Jamaica, I'm on big boy status. Like, me eat. I'm not watch when me eat neither. Me nyam food. You see? And I had no problem going to the bathroom. My body was regulating like it was supposed to regulate. I just them 2 days there knocked me off with a complete washout of the mix up fruit drink sitting where me go mix up. I never understand what I was doing. Natural AC the whole Andrew said natural AC the whole way. Maybe a little bit TMI. Daddy do up himself. You know what? It never even smell. That's a good thing. I wasn't smelling, so I never stink up the place or nothing. But yeah, reasons to return to Jamaica and reasons to be afraid. I can't tell you nothing about reasons to be afraid, other than if your family members mix up in a things, then you might have something to be afraid of. But when me tell us that Jamaica nice, please look out for these vlogs. Shakira was vlogging too. She has some footage, some beautiful footage that she's gonna share as well. Engage her content. But I have some that I'm definitely gonna share with you as well. But make sure I get some beautiful footage this time, and I hope you enjoy those. Jamaica is beautiful, man. Truly nice. Truly blessed. Truly blessed. And that's all I can say about it. If you're staying away for too long, you're doing yourself a disservice. Let's see how many look stressed out the other day. Let's see how much I was going through the other day. Half of what I was going through is probably stuff I was just piling on myself or internalizing too much. It's something about when you reach Jamaica, you just let go your problem then. And as I was leaving, I'm observing people coming in. And some people really got it figured out. They know exactly what to do. Like, soon as them land at airport, them just fling with the bag them. Soon as them land at airport, them go get some food. Some people grab a patty, cocoa bread, and grab a juice, and them just stand up there and just chill and wait for them ride to come or something like that, or before they go pick up their rent a car or whatever. And you just relax. And it's just a whole different kind of feeling, a whole different kind of mood. Leaving is always sad because you know what you're going back to. And I don't want to be ungrateful, because it's not like I'm coming back to hell. I'm coming back to a decent life still, but it's not the same vibe. It's not the same vibe. Shout out to the people them that work at Margaritaville at the Montego Bay Airport. We stopped and we had some food there, and I did some filming there as well. And we had a long talk with the woman them, a group of women that work there, and all these things. Shout out to them. The food in there, so, and I didn't know the food was that good, but you'll see the vlogs. Yeah, man. But big up Jamaica. I love Jamaica. I miss Jamaica, and Jamaica is my thing. I might think that my trip coming up soon. I can't wait, says Rosalind Smichael. And I wish you all the best on your trip, friend, because I'll be going right back. I've made up my mind that I have to be back in Jamaica before the year end. What's if them free vibes cartel? Definitely going back. But I have to be back in Jamaica before this year ends. It's going to be a double trip year, maybe even a triple trip year this year. And I'm sorry to all the other Caribbean islands who keep saying come. I do get invitations. I even get people who offer to host us for free. The reason I'm not taking the offers to host us for free, I'm a very power person when it comes to my safety. And some people could lure you under false pretense, Come, man, come. I'll host your family and stuff. And when you go there, is somebody who do you want to kill you from a long time. So I'm not the type to jump on everybody offer. Yeah. Especially if I'm moving with my family, I move very, very cautious. Like everything I have to seal up a certain kind of way. So it's not that I don't want to take your offer. It's not that I don't want to come visit your island. I really, really do. It's just something about Jamaica that just keeps on dragging me back. And every time I leave, I tried to book ticket to go somewhere else. I'm online. I'm like, yeah, we should probably try going to, yeah. And for some reason, my finger just going, yeah, and hit Jamaica every time. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. But at that, enjoy your trip, my friend, when it comes up. Hey, we have two topics to talk about this morning, right? And long way with Jamaica, yes. The Hanover bloodbath situation. I don't know what my brothers out there doing. One more thing I'll speak about before I go into all this, though, is the driving. Good God of mercy. I think there are Jamaicans who they're ready to die. Yeah, I think they're ready to die, but them no want like hang themselves with a rope or just cut them wrists or something like that, or just use a gun and just shoot themselves in the head. I think they want to go out in mangled steel, kind of something. The way how they drive when they're in Jamaica. Now, I'm not saying this to make you afraid, because they don't bother you if you drive a certain kind of way. Me, I stay all the way to the white line, not the white line in the middle of the road, the white line over the corner. I give people them space. I'm very watchful, because when they do something in Jamaica, I call it chicken. Like they overtake and they will drive in the lane of traffic that's coming in the opposite direction. So you will literally be witnessing two vehicles going like speeding towards each other, and you're like, yo, as you go, yo, them like one just cutting this way. And they do it over and over and over and over. I'm surprised we didn't see any accident. So my thing is, why are you driving like that? Where that for? What is that for? You know? And if you know, Jamaica has a high rate of people that died on the road annually. Next to the murder rate, you have the road rate of or people homicide. No, is it homicide? Not homicide, but people dying in accidents on the road from careless driving. And that's all it is careless driving. I'm convinced that some Jamaicans wake up and say, I want dead today, but I want dead in my car. So let's go out there and just go, and they do. So you have to watch out for them. And the problem is, it's a lot of them. It's not just one person here or there. There's a lot of them. But yeah, I drive all over Jamaica, though. I don't have a problem with driving in Jamaica. When I first get there, a couple of times I turned into oncoming traffic. I was on the wrong side. Me turned down a wrong road, and Shakira, she over there pump brakes for the other side. And she's like, babe, you're up on the wrong side, because Kiara come this way to it. So I have to hurry up and find the right side, vehicular homicide, branches. Yeah. I have to find the right side. So in my mind, I have to get my mind ready to be on. And then when I come back here, I'm on the wrong side. I'm have to get my mind like you back in Florida, like get back to the other side kind of thing. But it only happened for like the first day or two. And then after that, we good. Lucy Hanover, 5 people, including a father, his son, a casket maker. They were all shot dead. And another person was injured in Hanover during 3 more attacks within a bloody 18-hour period. The first shooting took place around 2:30 a.m. on Thursday, and the last one was around 9 p.m. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang has linked the attack to community-based conflict involving some players who cops previously had in custody, but had to release them because the residents were too afraid to provide information that was needed to get convictions in court on these individuals. Now they're out, and you see, this is Jamaica for you. Between a rock and a hard place. You talk, you're dead. You don't talk, you might end up dead. But you might live longer. Just mind your business kind of thing. That's why I say, don't ask me nothing, because me never say nothing. Big up to law enforcement. But law enforcement gonna have to do their job when it come to me, because me not see nothing. I never saw nothing. I was there, but my eyes were closed. Me not tell nothing because of how things are set up. You know what I mean? There seems to be more conflict between small families and districts in the Lucy area, and we have an increase in this type of activity. I leave that operational response to the police, he said. Me too. Me left it to the police too. The place turn up, but you don't feel it when you're there. When I'm in Jamaica, I don't see no violence. I don't hear of no violence. I don't feel like there is going to be any violence. Even the casket maker dead. So the man who would have made casket for the people them were dead, him dead too. So somebody else, I guess the backup casket maker, if gonna make casket now. According to police reports, the men were at a under construction bar in Johnsontown about 9 p.m. when they were approached by two men in dark clothing who had traveled to the location on motorcycles. The Calvins and Collins were shot in their upper body, and another person was left nursing gunshot wounds as well. Hours earlier, shortly after 1 p.m., 43-year-old casket maker Robert Williams from Harding Hall was killed at his place of business where he makes caskets. How ironic. The police said that he was approached by a man with a gun who opened fire, hitting the businessman in the upper body before escaping. Williams reportedly died on the spot as well. Jamaica is running like this. If you go back and watch the movie Shutters, I always said this. I don't know if Shutters was a blueprint to what was to come, or if Shutters I don't know if it was life imitating art or art imitating life. You know, I don't know if they made Shutters off of what was actually taking place already, or if Shutters was all acting and then people took it and say, yo, you know, so we can make our money and lock down the place and survive like this kind of thing. But if you go back and watch the movie Shutters, you'll see what I'm talking about, right? So by then the day had already got off to a bloody beginning with 35-year-old Terrence Copper Hart from Lance Bay fatally shot at 2:30 a.m. And the police had indicated that Hart was shot at a bar in the Lucy bus park. And he was driving his silver Axiom motor car to that location. On Friday, the Minister of Security, accompanied by a member of Parliament for Hanover West, Tamika Davis, and the recently assigned officer in charge of the Hanover Police Division, Deputy Superintendent Andrew Nish, and his team, they came through and they sought to assure the residents of the usually quiet Lucy area that their efforts were being made to stop the bloodletting in their community. I came here today to assure the community that our commitment to give the police full support to operate and take the necessary steps to stem the tide of violence that emerged in this. Yeah. I'm going to tell you something about Jamaica. Gunman afraid of police. That's why I said to y'all, I don't get involved in gunman business. The same way how some of them drive like them ready for dead, some of them tote gun and live like them ready for dead too. You know, police will lick them down. It will end up with them being dead. It will end up with them being confrontational with the police. Like, I've never seen anywhere else where police engage criminals in shootout more than Jamaica. And again, if you watch the movie Third World Cop, right? Remember, these are classic movies me I tell you about, you know. Remember Third World Cop when Ninja Man, when the youth him say something like, Ross Clot, police. And Ninja Man said, police, my bomber clot, and goes around the corner and fire the gun. Police, my bomber, bye, and start fire after the police. That's Jamaican gunmen. So them will have it all to do with the police. But the people in the community, they just have to live through it. because them can't talk, they can't tell, because they don't know who to tell. And I keep telling my Jamaica Constabulary Force that the people are afraid of you because they don't know which one of you to trust. So therefore, we just keep our mouth shut because we don't know nothing. Right? And we don't want nobody, no police boy go tell him bad man friends say, we tell him say so and so. So when you outside of people's environment and you pass in your judgment, oh please, they must work with the police to clear up their own area. You have to understand how the thing work. Yeah. Another reason to not stay away from Jamaica too long, you get to know what's going on, right? And you get to know where to be, where not to be, and them kind of something there. Yeah. OMG, SouFlo, TMI, and me eating lunch. Dirty teeth. My bad. My bad. Yeah, he appealed to the residents that, allow us to do our jobs, and I'm going to repeat to the citizens to use the confidential lines to inform the police what's happening. The people, I'm afraid, Mr. Chang, I'm afraid. Y'all are claiming that you're not out of ideas to fight crime yet, but as far as the people who have to live through it are seeing, it's like on a run out of ideas a long time. Y'all don't have no ideas. So we'll hang in there the best we can as people, and we'll gather our communities together, and we will safeguard each other the best way we can. But we am gunman now gonna fight no war out here. That's a full job. I don't know if I go figure out how that go. Right? I walk with my Pepto Bismol because me eat everything. Hey, when I'm in Jamaica, I'm telling you, I eat. Me craving. My belly get big, stretch out, me craving. And you know what? Actually, my belly wasn't even getting big. I was in Jamaica and it's like my body was just losing fat out the blue. I went down with a big belly, with my belly stretch out looking. And by the time I was leaving, like my belly was almost gone. Me even said to wife and say, say if I was in Jamaica for about 6 months, I would have a six pack at the end of 6 months. Yeah, it's something about the food where you eat and you know that you're full. I forgot this. You eat and you know that you're full. There's a particular chemical. Wanna hear me out to know? There's a particular chemical that's being used in your food in the US that blocks the receptors in your brain, the part of your brain, the receptors that tells your body that, okay, your stomach is full, stop eating. We're full. They have this chemical. Go look it up. Just Google it real quick. Just say what chemical is used in food that blocks your receptors in your brain that tells you when you're full, or what chemical is used in food that stops you from knowing when you are full. So again, I'm a partner, so me and wife today I talk and we say it's funny because when we hear, me eat some pepper shrimps, then me eat 2 patty, and I find myself didn't even eat dinner because I was full. And I lick a cup soup, right? And I'm full. And when I'm here in the US, I'll eat like for 2 people. And like 2 hours later, I'm telling myself, I feel kind of peckish, like me need something else. And I'll go eat the next full meal. And then 2 hours after that, it's like, did I eat today? Cause I'm hungry. And then I'll go eat more. A documentary came on and I caught it. And it was about food wars or something. And it was about things that are being put in the food to make us consume more. And lo and behold, so I remembered it because we're having this conversation in Jamaica about how come we don't eat so much when we're over so and we feel full. How come we eat so much when we're over so and we don't feel full and we just eat and eat and eat till you have to tell yourself, I'm tired, stop. Right? But it's not that you feel full. And then by the time you are full, you're like, oh God, I'm so full, I eat too much. There's actually a chemical they're putting in the food. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Hey Flo, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
I'm alright. Hey, the other day I hear you say all lives matter, not Black Lives Matter or whatever it is. What can they do based on the fact that sometimes police kill a lot of innocent people. Shouldn't they like carry them in no matter what?
You're talking about like here or
Not here. I mean, in Jamaica.
yeah, like if police say it again. Like
Because all life matters. So many times police just see and then decide to shoot you. So them not carry it in. And sometimes they do kill innocent people.
mm-hmm.
So what would be the solution for that?
Boy, I don't know, you know. Body cameras. I can't say I don't know. The solution is body cameras. I'm surprised that in 2024, remember I told you that me and this audience right here, so I love this audience. Me and this audience came up with a comprehensive, realistic crime fighting plan, which was submitted to our prime minister multiple times, right? No response. But everything on there was things that were doable. Body camera. We would no longer have to take a story, oh, we were fired upon and then we returned fire. And you have a mother over there saying, them drag my son, carry him going in bedroom and shoot him side of the bed. There was no gun. The police are say, yeah man, we find gun pan him. Right? So you have people saying, them lick down the little youth, you know, him never have no gun, you know. The police walk over there and put on a gun next to him, you know. Now we have to take he say, she say, they say, we say, body cameras. Once the body cameras are fitted to everybody and they are not allowed to turn them off or there are serious consequences, then we will have a clear view of what is happening and how things are dealt with. But you know why problem, bro? You have some people in Jamaica who they're like this. No body camera. Kill them out. Kill them out. But I don't know if these people don't understand that when you're saying no body camera and kill them out, I understand you want the place to be nice again and criminals out of it, but that's only until you or your family members are perceived to be criminals and then fire on you. Then you are going to start beg for more body cameras. You understand? So body cameras, I think, is what is the start of some kind of clarity for everybody.
And yeah, real, because what we realize, people do not care about anybody else until it's their doorway.
Yes.
That's when they start to, call for justice.
Yes, exactly. And that's something that's wrong with us. Most of my Jamaican people do this. I can't speak for other Caribbeans, big up to every other Caribbean island. But in Jamaica, we have a thing where it's none of my business until it happens to me kind of thing, you know? And that's what makes stuff hard to fix too or change too, because them not support it if it never happened to them before, you know?
Oh, and I segue for 10 seconds. Based on the fact that, what do you believe? Because I hear the Justice League people them always fight for lizard. But some of these people, they're on social media all the time, and they see many killings and so on in them WhatsApp group, and they just pass through and them not say justice for these people.
Exactly.
They care zero about these people. But when it comes on to lizard, everybody care about lizard.
Exactly.
But not all the other crimes in Jamaica.
Exactly. Let me give you a good example. It's like the other day, somebody, okay, me and wifey were arguing or whatever. This lady took it as her opportunity to disrespect me then. So I said to her, you don't even support my wife's content because you still call her Brains and the Beat, and she changed that name a long time ago, right? You don't even support her content, but the only reason now you're acting as if you're on her side is because you can use that avenue to disrespect me. If we use that and put it in perspective compared to what's happening in with this particular case that you're speaking of, they only care so much about lizard because they can use that to disrespect or to show their dislike for, say, Vibes Cartel then, because that's who they really dislike. Jamaicans have an issue with jealousy and with people seeing our brothers and sisters do better than them kind of thing is like, I want the best for you, but I don't want it too good for you. Something. I've said this before, I'll say it again. From Vibes Cartel went to prison till today, over 13,000 Jamaicans have been murdered. On the walk with me, and the number is astounding. Over 13,000 Jamaicans have been murdered. Murdered. There was no outcry. There was no outrage. There was no, let's change the laws. There was no, let's amend this law. For instance, when Cartel lawyer go up for bail, right? Here the people them know when I like him. Murderer shouldn't get bail. Murderer, if you're charged with murder, you shouldn't get bail. How long have I been sitting here? 10 years now, 9 years now, saying, why does Jamaica give murderers bail if you're on a murder charge so much? So many of them are getting bail. I read through yesterday, I read through the story. The two brother them kick off the door, allegedly. Shoot up two women in the house. One of the women them dead. One lived to tell about it. She described who did it. Police go pick them up, charge them. They're charged with murder. They're out on bail. They're out on bail to do what? To go kill the next woman and then have nobody to stand up as a witness in the case to answer to a case, so there will be no case and they'll get away, right? That's how it worked there. And nobody who hate Vibes Cartel so much ever care about advocating for changes in these laws until Vibes Cartel lawyer put in for his bail. Then now the law need for change. Them shouldn't get no bail and for turning them for dead. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and many times these same people for them family in a jail long and then cuss and quiet, say at times now they let them out. But I don't know.
They care zero. They care zero about justice, my brother. It all comes down to the trends.
I want Isaac to be successful to show that Isaac was in prison for 10 years. And because there's reform programs and rehabilitation, he becomes successful. So many times when they throw our own Jamaicans in prison and just deem them as no good, whatever it is, and they're not, you can see that if Jamaica had reform programs and rehabilitation programs, many times you then see people come out of jail and instead of they say, kill him and go commit crime again, no, they would have made them better off.
Right. A great success story, right?
Yes.
Yes, a perfect picture of what rehabilitation looks like. Absolutely.
All right, then,
I appreciate it, my brother. Manners and respect. All right, Lovely Aneka. I couldn't let your comment go anywhere. Lovely Aneka is in the building, y'all. Please go over to her channel and engage her content. Lovely Aneka says, wait there. A two comments she makes. She says, SouFlo, you kicked me off of the membership. I may have to just sign up again. No notification either. I didn't do it. They're kicking off my members and kicking off my subscribers and erasing people's comments. I'm not the one that's doing it, and I don't know why. I've written for help from YouTube. I've gotten no help. I don't know why it's being done. Only thing I can ask you to do is to resubmit and to come back again, right? Just like in the mornings when you don't hear or you don't get a notification for morning thoughts, still come on over, because more than likely I'm going to be here. And if I'm not going to be here, I always put out a message that says I'm not going to be here, either in the form of a short video or in the form of another video that comes out and I say, this is your video for the morning. I'm not going to be here this morning, but we'll catch up tomorrow morning or something. Because them I deal with wicked and I don't have nothing to, like, I can't fix it. And then Lovely Anika says, no, me I pay $13 if your membership was instead of my old price. I have no idea what you are do to the people them over in a YouTube. Them just a kick we off of your program and now send with no notification. I don't know. Just like when I was in Jamaica the other day, we go live as soon as we start talk. Voice cut out. I don't know. I don't know. I appreciate you coming back. that a 50 plane load of people, if 50 people drop at 13 years, that airline have to lock down. Over 13,000 Jamaicans murdered since Vibes Cartel went to prison. Over 13,000. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. This is the person who they said was responsible for an upsurge and an uptick in the murder rate in the country. But we're not going to talk about Vibes Cartel this morning. We're going to save that for tomorrow because tomorrow is going to be an actually big day concerning this case, right? So we'll save that for tomorrow. Another story that is very touching for me is 17 offsprings, 17 children left behind from the two men that were killed in Canada, two Jamaican men that were killed in Canada. The two Jamaican men, Delroy, otherwise known as Uncle George Parks, and Seymour, otherwise known as Dapper Gibbs, who were killed on June 2nd in a June 2nd shooting incident in a parking lot. Y'all remember we covered that story, and at the time it was one person went to the hospital, and another person died. Well, one of the people that went to the hospital nursing gunshot wounds also passed away. So it turned into two guys dying from that one shooting. I mean, I was saying like Canada moving like that. I didn't know Canada was moving like that. But between these two guys, 17 children they left behind. According to the Toronto Police Service, TPS, Parks, who is 61, he was originally from St. Anne's Bay in St. Anne's Bay, St. Anne, nice, before migrating to Canada. And he was killed while he was playing a game of dominoes. And 4 others, including Gibbs, were also shot up and injured in that same incident. Gibbs went to the hospital like the others to nurse their gunshot wounds, and he ended up passing away as well. Parks was buried on Saturday, that was swift, at St. Philip's Anglican Church Cemetery in Dixon Road in Toronto, following a funeral service at Oak Ridge Bible Chapel. He has left behind 11 children, 3 of whom Loop News understands were born in Jamaica before he even left for Canada. His children are Tashawn, Torina, Wendell, Romaine, Damian, Ricardo, Hallie, Jordan, Jaden, Justin, Joshua. Yo, you live a good life, Papa. Yeah, you live a good life. 11. Sophia Dunn, who's Gibbs' mother-in-law, told the Canadian media that he had 5 boys and 1 girl. This is the other guy. He have 6. One have 11 and one have 6. He had 6. He had 5 girls and 1 boy. And she said that he was kind and he liked to cook and he liked to make jokes and make other people happy, giving jokes and cooking and serving food and stuff like that. Reports are that Gibbs had returned to Canada recently, shortly after visiting his last child in Jamaica, who is less than 1 year old. Parks was Dunn's cousin, and another one of the victims is her uncle. Dunn said that she last spoke to Gibbs the night before he died, and instead of 1 funeral, we now have 2 funerals to plan as a family. She also said that nobody should die like this, and them just gone too soon, and the baby didn't even reach 1 year old yet. Something with this family. The people that died are related by blood, and others who were shot are related by blood as well. I don't know if I never heard of any random situation in Canada where people just pull up and just spray up, especially where they were at. You know, something in a something. But I don't know where it is, so I'm not gonna act like I know what it is. Right. He was a busy man, but he was a blessed man as well. Life is short, y'all. Life is short, so you better live it. Some people come on them not even get 1 seed even though they were blessed with the ability to create and to procreate, you not even leave one little seed behind. And then you're gone, and that's it. You know, when you go, somebody are gonna cry for you the first day or two. And then after that, you know, those who really love you are gonna probably cry or just miss you for about a month or two. And then after that, you know, people get back to their lives, you know. People have bills to pay, they still gotta go to work, them still have to make love to their partners, they still have to, you know, get up and cook dinner this evening and cook breakfast in the morning and send the kids off to school or watch the grandkids come visit, and life just goes on. So yeah, that's a blessing. 11 children, one had 6. So they'll be missed for sure, but they live on also for sure. Yeah. Jamaica, on a bit of athletics, I just wanted to put this out there that Jamaica, for the first time in decades, did not qualify to be represented in the 4x400 meter relays at the Olympics. So we will not be in that race. This is the first time in decades that we haven't. I remember a time gone when we had some strong athletes in Jamaica. I know where the man them used to look like, man. Them used to look like some big, powerful, strapping man where you know say an Olympic athlete that. And then if you look at the new generation of athletes, them look like college students and high school students. But I think it's because they're young and they haven't hit their peak yet. You know, an athlete in his, say, early 20s kind of probably look different than an athlete late 20s, early 30s. So I'm hoping that we'll mature and we'll get big and strong and we'll go on to dominate again. But as far as the Olympics goes and the men go, Jamaica ain't really in the running for anything much. The other day, the 100-meter world fastest time or world leading time, you know, the young man from Jamaica, he took that when Noah Lyles went to Jamaica and raced him and got beat, right? Seville. I think yesterday, the fastest world leading time in the 100 meters was taken from Seville already. But that was done someplace in Africa. I don't remember if it was Tanzania or one of them here, Nigeria, one of them places there. But it was taken from him yesterday already. So, which tells me that in the Olympics, he's going to have a hell of a challenge. So it ain't only going to be Noah Lyles that he have to run against. I hope that we can bring home the goal in a 100-meter sprint, but I don't know. See? All right. The last one for the morning is this, and this one is tripping me out because I do live here, because I did serve, because I have friends who still serve, and some of my friends are just getting out of the military. Shout out to Chiefy. Chiefy tune in here sometimes. Chiefy was the youngest person in our group. And some know some I get old because Chiefy just retired. He just did 20 years in the military and just retired, right? And he ain't even 40 years old yet. So that's where we at with this. But the House has passed a bill to automatically register young men for the draft in the United States of America. Now, yesterday, social media was ablaze with people like Cardi B and other people, celebrities, talking about it. Cardi B said, y'all putting out a bill to sign these young men up for war. Y'all gonna lose the war. These young men ain't equipped to fight no war. These young men are TikTokers. What they gonna be doing in battle? They're gonna be TikTok dancing. These young men they got TikTok hips. He's strutting, and it's true. The battle the other day where TikTok was the focus. Remember, walk with me. This is what I was trying to tell y'all. The battle the other day where TikTok was the focus, and the US said that TikTok could either be banned here or they would have to turn over ownership of it and sell it to a US entity. That was a part of it. If you follow the conversation back to Congress, the government is saying in the US, let in a whole bunch of, why y'all think the border was open? Other things say, Or they think them America just got loose for a second and was like, oops, we left the border open. Everybody is coming in. Oh my gosh, we can't do anything about it. You think that did that go on? That wasn't what was going on. The U.S. has not met its quota for a long time now in military service. So usually every year there are a number of people who would sign up for voluntarily. We would get out of high school and be like, yo, what you about to do? You going off to college? Yeah, JJ, he got a scholarship. He about to go to Texas A&M. Yeah, D going to, Albany in New York. What you doing? I'm going to the Army. Really? You going to the Army? Yeah, boy, I'm going to the Army. Where you going? Oh, I'm going to the Marines. Where you going? Oh, I'm going to the Air Force. I don't know how y'all going to the Army and the Marines. That's how we came out of high school, right? That changed. Now, statistics have proven that majority of youths growing up in the United States of America from, I believe it's 6 or 7 years old, all the way up to 18, graduating high school age, their number one ambition is to be a successful YouTuber or a successful TikToker. A social media influencer is what they are aiming for. Now, hear what? Because of that, ain't nobody saying no more, mapping out their lives. Yo, I'm going to go to the Army. I'm going to go sign up, serve my time, do something I like, get into the GI Bill, pay into that. I'm going to serve 4 years. I'm going to serve 8 years, whatever. I'm going to serve 10 years. I'm going to do my whole 20, or I'm going to get out and go to college and use my GI Bill. This is how we used to map it out, right? Now they just want to be influencers. And you could blow up any day and be an influencer. So somebody could really start YouTubing tomorrow and they're 16 and be a millionaire by the time they're 17. So everybody is like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Instant gratification, instant wealth, instant everything. That's the order of the new age and the new world. And it's messing up the U.S. military recruiting process. Right. So now when recruiters are out trying to get these young people to go in, they're like, man, get from around here with that. No, nobody want to go in no military. You ain't putting no uniform on me. I ain't going to fight nobody's war. I'm over here trying to get rich off YouTube. I'm over here trying to get rich on social media. I'm over here trying to get rich on TikTok, right? And TikTok is that new wave for those who actually hit the real money on it. They had a plan. They just said it the other day. All these illegals that they let in, or all these people, migrants, I don't consider them illegal because they didn't sneak in. If you open your house door and I walked into the house and you're waving, basically saying, come, you can't say I illegally entered your house, right? So they opened the borders. The people were coming. They were telling them to come. And they were accommodating them, like in New York, and busing them to other cities. So I don't consider them illegal. I consider them migrants. The people in America need to understand what was happening, though. What was happening is soon after that, y'all didn't see the latest news on immigration in the U.S.? The borders are now closed. Nobody could file for asylum anymore. If you come in now, you can't file for asylum. It's rapid deportation is what's going on. So now what they're about to do is they're about to shake the civil like this. And they're about to pick out all the ones who are physically fit, mentally stable, military service ready looking, kind of. So, and they're about to sieve out and take from what they need. You better have a good reason to be able to stay here, because a lot of these people are going back. Just go look it up. Rapid deportation is happening right now as we speak. A lot of the people who came in who thought they were going to stay are not getting to stay. So now people are running around trying to hide. You know how it is. Man, I'm gonna see if I can hide and work off the books and something, because they're not giving me the asylum kind of thing. They're trying to fill the military. And then they said, make it a path to citizenship through military service. That's what it was all about from the beginning. Ain't no American youths growing up saying, "Oh, I want to go do farm work. I want to pick all these fruits and vegetables you see in your grocery store when you go to your grocery store. I want to work in the fields." No. And ain't no and nowadays ain't no American youths growing up saying, "I want to go to the military." Those are two very important things to the country. Like, who's gonna pick the tomatoes and the cucumbers and the lettuce and the pumpkins and the potatoes and the who's gonna pick all those and make sure they get to grocery? Our food supply. It's immigrants that are gonna do it. Okay? Who's gonna keep the farms running? Immigrants that are gonna do it. Of course, they have a work program where they bring over farmers from other countries called farm work program, right? Or that work program. That work program is not enough to keep this wheel turning. That's just extra. But they need people here constantly who actually live here. So they give them an incentive. And the incentive is you can come work on these farms, right? The incentive is you can serve in our military. You serve in our military, you do 4 years, 8 years, we'll give you a direct path to citizenship. Hear what? The House just passed this bill to automatically register young men for the draft. The House passed a large defense bill on Friday evening that included a provision that would automatically enroll young men between the ages of 18 to 26 for the selective service. Now, here's the thing. If you are an immigrant who came here, in order for you to get your green card status, you already had to go register for selective service. Right. And guess what? You can be drafted for war and go off to serve in combat if you have a green card. Yeah. If you have a citizenship, it's even more so, right? Because in the military in the US, I believe you could serve for a maximum of 2 years on a green card. After that, you have to either get out of the military or you have to get your citizenship. Right. Claudette Sterling, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Live on the air with SouFlo.
Live on the air with SouFlo. Morning, sir.
Morning, family. What going? What going? My dad, no family. What?
One call you day before them put out the artist, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, I can know this to you. We listen to you at the tourist man. I mean, to give the best speech for vice started. The second one to that, I love it.
Say.
You see, everybody else, all of the black of them when they come in, at this much of this artist and I think the artist with the system was so corrupt. But brother, that's the truth. I respect the power and the energy and everything because I don't know. I mean, I look with everybody when I talk and I sit and I say that, and then they can't get good speech from the system, but because we're not afraid and afraid of the system or what.
No, them just hateful and they're a part of the problem at that. Because we're not do nothing, you know. We're not do nothing but go by truth, you know. That's all we do, you know. It's just truth we follow, you know.
All right.
Yeah. So we don't have to make up nothing.
Right. And then we see some people have passion and disrespect you too.
Of course. It comes with it.
What I want to see what them have to say like tomorrow, the time. Because yesterday the judge will deal with the case right, you know. And one of the best thing them could have ever do now who will enter. And then that make the system, you see, at least you're gonna make them say the system really corrupt and a whole heap of things them have under the table hide.
All being exposed.
That, I'm not telling you, the cartel lawyer, them to take him and put him right now, see the position, where name? Andrew Wallen.
No matter. Then we get vindictive power, you know. But here what, brother? You see, here what now? Make him come out first, man. Hear what me I say? You see, tomorrow morning. You see, tomorrow morning. That's the leading topic tomorrow morning, right? That's all. So make sure say you're tuning in. See? Yeah, because tomorrow is the day.
Tomorrow morning,
make sure. What time we go out? What time we go out?
Tomorrow's the day, so we'll probably tune in. Start like 7 to 7:30 tomorrow morning.
All right.
All right.
So now tune in with you, and then keep it update.
All right, my brother.
Bless up yourself, my boss.
Manners and respect. All right. Yeah, we about to end this live this morning, right? But yeah, shout out to Kataja Empress. Kataja Empress says her youngin just graduated high school with a degree and with a certification in welding, but decided to go put his 4 years in of military service first before that. You know what? I can't tell you how much this is going to be a platform for his life. I consider myself a recruiter. I just naturally recruit because of my experience with the military. You know what I mean? The military has done nothing but good for me. And I don't know any other country in the world that has so many benefits for somebody who served. Most countries, it's thank you for your service, bye, out the door, right? The US is kind of very different. Very different. I've had opportunities to do everything I've wanted to do because of a couple of years of military service. You understand? So I would tell any young person, don't be afraid. Don't tell yourself, you see, when you don't know, right? That's why right now they're panicking and the guys are like, oh God, they just signed in this bill and they just put us in a draft and they're going to send us off to war. And do yourself a favor. Go do some military service before you actually end up getting drafted, if there should be a draft, right? That way you could actually be in a field that you actually chose and put yourself to be in. You know what I mean? That you actually chose and put yourself to be in. The people who choose what they love to do, they end up doing a whole 20 plus years in the military. They got to literally kick them out. And the people who didn't choose what they love to do, those are the ones who want to get out as fast as they can because this ain't what I want. I don't like this. And one thing about the military is it's gonna make you military. It's gonna make you do what the hell you chose to do. Or you want to be an auto mechanic? Well, we have all the vehicles in the world for you to work on, and you about to become a real good auto mechanic. Yeah, because you about to have on-the-job training from day one. Or you want to be a chef? Oh, you in the kitchen. This is 24/7, baby. You slanging hot chow. You doing this all right. You know, it's whatever MOS you choose. Just make sure it's something that you love to do. Your son is going off to do his 4 years. He's gonna love it. He's gonna Kaitaja Empress, what branch did he go to? Let me see what her answer is. I'm a big Army advocate, even though my relationship with the Army was a love-hate relationship. But that's life. That's life. Let me see what branch Kataja Empress Youngin went to. What branch did he go to? Did he go to the Army? Somebody say you must be a proud mom. I bet she is. Ain't nothing wrong with the same policy is coming to Jamaica soon, Kaz. Mandatory military. Yeah, right. Listen, Jamaica too unruly. But you're not telling none of them youth there about mandatory military nothing. National Guards Cybertech unit. Oh man, he went to the nasty girls. And NG, nasty girls, National Guard, we call them nasty girls. Not for nothing, he'll be all right, but that's not really military for me. That's a rest. I don't want you to feel bad. That's a resting post. That's not really military for me. They gather once a month to have a barbecue, and they pretend they do PT for like 2 days. You know, most of them are out of shape and not ready for combat. And they're not everyday military. You know, National Guard. They're not everyday military. I was on a deployment. Now, mind you, I'm an infantry soldier, right? So we sharp as hell. Everybody, all my leaders are Rangers. right? SF and Rangers. So we, I can't explain to you how intense where I was is. I wear a blue cord on my uniform. You know, I earned that. I'm in a unit that we make shit happen, kind of shit. Like when the shit hits the fan, it's us in the mix, kind of thing. If the city getting tore up, it's us in the mix, kind of thing. And they attached us on one of my deployments to a Nasty Girl group or a National Guards group, and I remember we rolling out into the city. Got a mission, rolling out into the city for the night. We're about to conduct a couple of raids. You know, doors about to get kicked in. Some walls got to be scaled. We got to breach. We got to get in. We got to get targets. We got to get back out, kind of thing. And they hook us up with a Nasty Guard unit. I'm riding out, right? I got my rifle fully loaded. I got 7 magazines on me. I got 1 in there. I got 1 in the chamber already. I'm rolling out. This guy, why his magazine just falls out of his weapon as we're rolling out into sector. Just fall off the truck, just fall out of the weapon. And I'm like, oh hell no. This who we got this who we gotta go out with. Hey man, somebody take this guy away from us, put him with somebody else. I want one of ours. I want ours who we trained with us. So all of us was afraid to be with the National Guard group that was attached to us when we went into combat. And what we would normally do was we would leave them on post so they can do like, you know, do the security work or watch the bags, watch the rooms, something. But just you can't roll out into sector with us. I'm sorry, because you're just not ready. End of the day, though, some of them did end up rolling out with us and, you know, got into the thick of things with us as well and did good. You just got to get them up to speed. This is not their normal everyday thing. This is our normal everyday thing. We spent hours on the range. You know, you had to become perfect at every weapon system. Them, I don't know what they do. They meet once a month, 1 weekend out of every month, I think it is, and they get together and they barbecue and they run around a little bit. They do 2 jumping jacks and But yeah, you could go that route too. You could go that route too. There's another route you can go, and I'll tell you about that, and then we'll end this video. If you can make a deal with the military, and the deal is this, especially the Army or the Marines, the deal is this. I will go to school for 4 years. I will get a degree, a bachelor's. You will pay for it. I will then give you back 4 years in service for you paying for my school. You will enter the military as an officer instead of as an enlisted individual. So if you have a bachelor's degree, you enter as a, you know, it's 2 different sides to the military. So you could choose to go enlisted or you could choose to go to the officers corps, right? So you could become one of those people who they got to salute every time they see you and all that other stuff. But you get your degree before you go in, and then you pay it back by doing 4 years of service. But you serve as an officer, not as an enlisted. So you go in with some rank, and you go in a position of power. Because even the lowest ranking officer is in a position of power. You understand? So that's another way to do it as well. Something to pass on to your young people out there in your family if they want to do it that way. My son is also going to school while he's listed. Absolutely. Kata Joy Empress. And that's what he should do. And that's what's up. A lot of things could happen for being in the Nasty Girls. I mean, the National Guards. I'm sorry. I just keep calling them Nasty Girls because that's what we say. But it's still love. It's still one military. And it's still our brothers and sisters. And when it's time for us to roll out, they still throw them with us active duty, and we all roll out together. So it's still all that. Yeah. But he's in a good position though. I just want to see the young people do something with their lives instead of, you know, having to be forced. And here's a fact. Did y'all know that it's only a small percentage of Americans that actually serve in the U.S. military, and the U.S. military is completely voluntary. That tells me that there are a lot of people who love the lifestyle, they love the freedoms, they're not willing to fight for it, and they're not willing to defend it. This is why I don't entertain no disrespectful conversation towards the military. Because you enjoy your freedom, so just shh and keep on enjoying your freedom. Right? Because I know what comes with maintaining this is. With that said though, for the youngins out there, people have always had to sign up for this. If you want to get a green card in the US, you got to sign up for this, where it says as soon as you hit 18 years old, you have to sign up for this thing right here, which y'all call the draft. It's not a draft. It's just in case there is a draft. If the caca hits the fan and they actually need people, you'll be on the list. So don't start panicking and start thinking they're about to send me off to war. It's going down. And they just put a law in that automatically signed us up so we don't have a choice. Yeah, they just put the law in that automatically sign you up so you now don't have a choice. But there's people who are voluntarily signing up all along because it was not voluntarily, but it was required to sign up. And in this one, foreigners and these migrants that are coming in, they'll be left out of this. So this is all for American citizens. The deal with the home front. Pussy Galore says, same profile that's on here. You can send a request. The deal with the home front, the roads, the bridges, the homeland. My son is also going to school. All right, check it. Tomorrow morning will be a very festive morning because there's a lot going down tomorrow morning. For the people who tuned in late this morning because you didn't get a notification, please tune in tomorrow morning early. I'll be here early, and notification or not, we will be going live. All right? God spare my life. Big up on yourself. Thank you for being here. I'm happy to be back. I had a ball in Jamaica, and I'll start dropping the Jamaica vlog video footages soon as well. All right? Have a wonderful day. Keep positive, and I'll see you tomorrow morning right here. God spare my life. Blessed. I'm out. Peace.